In the year 570 CE, in the bustling city of Mecca, a child was born who would change the course of history. His name was Muhammad, and he was destined to become the prophet of Islam. Mecca, a center of trade and pilgrimage, was located in the Arabian Peninsula, a land of vast deserts and diverse tribes. Muhammad's birth was a blessed event, marked by miracles according to Islamic tradition. His lineage can be traced back to Prophet Abraham, the common ancestor of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Muhammad's father, Abdullah, died before he was born, and his mother Amina passed away when he was only 6 years old. This left young Muhammad an orphan, raised by his loving uncle Abu Talib. Growing up as an orphan in a harsh desert environment instilled in Muhammad a deep sense of compassion, mercy, and resilience. He was known for his honesty, trustworthiness, and piety, earning him the titles Al-Sadiq, the truthful, and Al-Amin, the trustworthy. In his youth he worked as a shepherd, tending flocks in the barren landscape surrounding Mecca. This experience taught him patience, observation, and a deep connection with nature. Later, he became a successful merchant, known for his integrity and fairness. Through his travels he met people from different cultures and religions, broadening his perspective and developing his understanding of human nature. Muhammad was known for his contemplative nature, and he often retreated to the cave of Hira, located on the outskirts of Mecca. In this cave, at the age of 40, he received his first revelation from God. The angel Gabriel appeared to him, commanding him to read. This event, known as the Night of Power, marks the beginning of his prophetic mission. The revelations continued for 23 years, forming the verses of the Holy Quran, the sacred book of Islam. The Quran, revealed in Arabic, emphasized the oneness of God and the importance of submitting to His will. It called for social justice and compassion for the poor and oppressed, and rejected idol worship and polytheism, which were prevalent in Mecca at the time. Muhammad began to preach Islam, initially to his family and close friends. As his message spread, he faced strong opposition from the Meccan elite, who felt that their power and wealth were threatened by Islam's call for equality and justice. Despite persecution, ridicule, and even physical harm, Muhammad remained steadfast in his mission, guided by divine revelation and his unwavering faith. In the year 622 CE, and in the face of increasing persecution in Mecca, Muhammad and his followers migrated to the city of Yathrib, later renamed Medina. This event, known as the Hijra, marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, Muhammad established the first Muslim community and laid down the principles of governance, social order, and religious practice. He also negotiated with the Jewish and pagan tribes in Medina, fostering peaceful coexistence and cooperation. However, the people of Mecca, alarmed by the growing influence of Islam, waged war against Medina. The Muslims, despite being outnumbered and outgunned, fought bravely in battles like Badr and Uhud, defending their faith and community. In 628 CE, Muhammad and his followers embarked on a peaceful pilgrimage to Mecca, but were prevented by the Meccans. This led to the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, which seemed unfavorable to the Muslims at the time, but proved to be a strategic victory. It granted them free passage to Mecca the following year, and ensured a period of peace, allowing Islam to spread further. In 630 CE, with a large number of converts joining his ranks, Muhammad returned to Mecca, this time not as a persecuted preacher, but as the leader of a powerful movement. The city was conquered peacefully, and the Kaaba, Islam's holiest site, was cleansed of idols and rededicated to the worship of one God. In 632 CE, the Prophet Muhammad, now 63 years old, performed his farewell pilgrimage. Over 100,000 Muslims from across Arabia attended this event, demonstrating the growing unity and strength of the Muslim community. During this pilgrimage he delivered his farewell sermon, a profound message emphasizing the fundamental principles of Islam: the oneness of God, the importance of prayer, charity, fasting, pilgrimage, and the equality of all humankind. Shortly after the farewell pilgrimage, Muhammad fell ill. His health deteriorated rapidly, and on June 8, 632 CE, surrounded by his beloved wife Aisha and close companions, he breathed his last. He died in Medina, the city that had embraced him and his followers, and where he had built the first Islamic community. He was buried in his mosque in Medina, a site that remains a place of pilgrimage and reverence for Muslims worldwide. His death plunged the Muslim community into deep grief, but they found solace in his teachings and the legacy he left behind. Muhammad's life was a testament to his unwavering faith, his dedication to justice and equality, and his deep compassion for all. He was a prophet, a leader, a reformer, and a man who lived by the principles he preached. His teachings, enshrined in the Quran and his sayings, hadith, continue to guide the lives of over 1.8 billion Muslims around the world. His message of submission to one God, Islam, social justice and universal brotherhood continues to resonate across cultures and continents, inspiring individuals and communities to strive for a more just and equitable world.